Well. So what's happening? What's happening tomorrow night, guys? What's happening tomorrow night?
Nothing much for me. Just a quiet night in. Bit nice meal, bit of guitar. Oh, hello.
I think we let the cat out of the bag, though, didn't we? With that overlay, Brad. Something's happening tomorrow night for you, bro.
Something that's consumed me for the last few weeks.
Heart and soul, I understand. Heart and soul, bro. Is that right?
Putting everything into it I can that I'm capable of doing at the moment. So it's going to be a big one. I hope it is anyway. I mean, look, even if the crowd's small, it'll be mighty. That's what I'm hoping and praying we get a really good crowd. So but yeah.
Have you been out with your sandwich board on the streets of Melbourne? Oh yay.
I've been doing a lot of stuff, Simon. That could be one of the things, but I've been out there, doing what I can to promote the show. So yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Oh look, bro, I think it comes down to the fact that you've got to start somewhere, Simon. Looks like we've frozen the rock professor in time. Look at the guy. He's so ecstatic, bro, about you gigging tomorrow. He's in zen. He's in a zen state, bro.
The pity his hands are like this, yeah.
He'll come back. He'll come back to us. But look, bro, we'll wait for a few more people to jump in. But I suppose the point that you know, and you've been doing this for a long, long time now, so you're more experienced than a lot of us here. You've got to start somewhere, bro. And this is for you, for what you want to do as a solo artist, as a band leader. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's when you say it like that, it's a little bit overwhelming. But yes, it is a start, and hopefully the start of many more to come. That's the whole reason. He's back.
Yeah,
he's back.
Sorry, my internet's having a funny 10 minutes. I don't know why. It's all brand spanking new.
Yes. Oh, the internet's it's funny how things work out. Technology.
Oh, mate, I can't work it out, bro. Yeah, but getting back to you and organising your gig and doing your gig, I just want to let folks know if they have forgotten, and for any new folks that might be watching it, our channel here hooked up with Brad to talk about Brad and his EP. Yes. That's how we first kind of made contact on the channel, but we met on other social media platforms, and we were always interested in the fact, I was certainly, that this guy in Australia was playing a lot of the music that was influenced and bro, I'm going to say your EP, touches on a lot of the music that we talk about, bro. And you said that right from the word go. Yes, it's your music, but the elements, the foundation of all these great bands is behind who you are as a musician.
100%. It's like influenced by people, and you carry that flame. I guess you take it in your direction. You don't try to copy them. You do your thing. But I'm heavily influenced by a lot of artists, and I think that even when I listened and had to, relearn my guitar parts and relearn my parts for this gig, Andrew and Simon, I had to sort of go, wow, that's very much like Richie Blackmore. Wow, that's very much Page. That's Philip Sace. That's like Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like there's things coming out, creeping out everywhere that I didn't realize that I had done that way. So it's funny that you mentioned that, Andrew. It is, your influences are always going to come through, and I think if anything, that's respectful to the artists that you admire. I think it's you showing respect, admiration, it comes out in your music. It's like tipping your hat to them, I guess. I'd be damn proud if someone sounded like me. I'd be like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and what I like about Aussies, bro, listening to Aussie music over the last 30 years, you know, a lot of bands and a lot of artists, they have this edge. Aussies have an edge, have a sharp edge to their their music and also to the way that they perform. So I'm sure, bro, I'm sure you're ready to. I'm sure you've got that edge sharpened, bro.
Well, you know, we have prepared the show as good and as refined as we can get it in 3 rehearsals. They're very in-depth rehearsals. Like I work with amazing musicians that put the homework in. We get to rehearsal, we run the songs, we have worked on the songs in a way that they actually are coming together more of a live performance of the song, not so much like identical to the EP. It's amazing when you start rehearsing with good musicians, their influence comes into it too, Andrew. So it's funny you mentioned my influences in the EP. Well, I'm hearing their influences in their playing on my songs. So it's fantastic. Yeah, it's fantastic. So the songs have come to life a little bit. And the only way I can put it is, well, you go and see, well, back in the day, people would go and watch Led Zeppelin and they wouldn't hear the song the same way as the record. Well, that's how we're going to be doing it live. We've had to, you know, we're going to think about it like the EP was recorded with multiple guitar tracks, multiple this, multiple that. In a trio format, you've got to organize your songs in a way that you're playing the major guitar parts and some of the other parts get left off because, hey, you're one man, you can only play one thing at a time. So you've got to arrange the song and the what you're playing to make the song sound full and big all the time. So it's been a real good challenge for me. And the band have just put their stamp to the music, which is fantastic. So my drummer, Nick, and my bass player, Jacko, I've known them for many, many years. They're seasoned professionals. To step into a rehearsal room with those two, it was like the first rehearsal, the music sounded great, and it only got better. Second rehearsal, third rehearsal. So, but you know, credit to those guys, they did their homework. So we only needed to do 3 rehearsals for this show, which is how it should be. You know, you should be able to rely on the musicians you're working with to get the show together and do some long, hard rehearsal and come out the other end going, yeah, I think we're ready. You know, it's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of questions I'm going to fire at you, and I'm sure the Rock Professor, we've got him back. We'll have a couple of questions. So obviously, I'm interested. Last night, bro, I gave a friend of mine a hand. He was doing sound for a traveling bluegrass band that came from the States, and I gave him a hand setting up the lights, and I was operating the lights. So, you know, being a part-time roadie, you appreciate the hard work that goes into laying the cables and getting everything, and you know, so are you doing that? Is that something that you guys are doing yourself? How much preparation are you giving before you actually start the gig? And how long is your set, bro?
Well, they're good questions. Thanks for asking. To answer the first part of it, the venue has a front of house guy. It's in the house. We pay him to do the front of house.
Okay.
If you want to jump on a plane and head over, Andrew, and do lights for us, we'd appreciate that.
Bring his own candles.
Right. So
can't even get my lights in the studio here done properly, bro. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know. Neither can I. Look, I guess to answer your question, the Cherry Bars are a well renowned rock venue in Melbourne, and I feel extremely grateful and blessed that I'm playing my first show as Brad Cook trio at the Cherry Bar. It's remarkable. But I've got a really good relationship with working relationship with James Young, who runs the venue there. I've done some charity events with him, and I've managed them and raised a lot of money for Beyond Blue. I'm not sure if you're aware of that charity, but we've raised some money for suicide awareness for kids, this and that as well. And a Melbourne musician called Phil Parra here, who had heart surgery, and we raised money for him as well. So we've done a few things at this venue together. And when I asked him, he was more than accommodating. To be honest with you, I wish maybe I grabbed the date a bit later, but
hey, rock and roll, bro.
I guess at the end of the day, I've been putting this off for a few reasons for a long time, and if I keep putting it off, it might never happen, But to answer your second part of the question, we're given an hour set. So that being said, we've got 10 songs we're doing. Probably, we've got 11 up our sleeve, but I think we're only going to fit about 10 in that set. We've got a band on before us called Warbirds, and I've known those guys for a long time. They've been going for a long time. They're an Aussie band. They're like a hard rock band trio as well, and they sound fantastic. I'm still, a bit afraid to walk on the stage after those guys, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. But so we've got an hour set, Andrew, and look, at the end of the day, an hour and a half set for something like this is perfect, because I think if you go a tiny little bit more than that, it's too much for a little pub gig. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be a fair bit of volume there. So
fantastic, Simon. You got a couple of questions you want to fire at the back door, man?
Let's go with that. On the subject of volume, what are you taking? Clearly, you're the only guitar player, we more or less got like carte blanche. I mean, really, you don't do a stereo rig or anything like that, do you?
No, it's not a massive stage either, and so it's a good trio size stage. I'm taking this quad box behind me, the Czech one, which is a 4x25, so 100-watt Marshall box, and I'm taking this head.
Yeah.
And I rehearsed with that one last night, but that's I'm taking that to the show. Maybe I can check. So it's a mono rig, but it's I run. This is my setup for the gig. So there's a fair bit there going on, but it's simpler than it looks. Makes sense, okay? So on the, you've got your wah pedal, obviously. On the left-hand side of that, there's a Dominion fuzz there.
Yep.
I'm using that in drips and drabs. I've got a Klinger Ravi fuzz Octavia underneath that. This one here is just a channel switcher, so it's just like between channels and a lead boost. So I use most of my lead boost comes from this pedal. This one up here, this one, that's a Univi pedal. A Klinger Univi pedal. It's one of my 69 Vibe, it's called. My good friend Aiden built me this Tube Screamer mock-up pedal, and we named it Access. It's got some lovely ladies on it. A Strymon Timeline delay. I'm only using 2 different delays at this gig. And then there's just a tuner on the... There, it's coming off the board. I've got a little bit more Velcro on it, but so I'm keeping it. I know there's a bit there, but the Tube Screamer gets used a little bit. The majority of the tone you'll hear on the night will predominantly be just my amp, my guitars, some delay is to fill out to make the sound. I'm using it almost like a reverb, if that makes sense. Like then I've got a long delay for one of my songs called Dance on Fire. So I've got a long delay on at the start on the intro, because we embellish the songs a bit. So I'll do a little bit of an intro before the song kicks in. I'm taking my white Strat and 2 Les Pauls, but the only reason I'm taking 2 Les Pauls is I'm having one in a different tuning for Dance on Fire. Just so it saves me mucking around on stage tuning. I'll just swap that over.
Okay.
But that's pretty much all I'm going to take. I could probably half this pedal board, to be honest with you. I've got the fuzzes on there just for a little bit of additional stuff to play with during solos and things like that. But again, I'm just trying to keep it simple, Simon and Andrew. You know, the other thing is too, playing and everything gets tap dancing gets a little bit hard, you know.
Well, talking about tap dancing, you know, we're a rock and roll channel here, aren't we, Simon? And often if we can talk about rock stars looking cool, you know, they're looking cool because rock and roll is all about looking cool, Brad. So what are you wearing, bro? What, you know, have you got the wardrobe sussed for tomorrow, bro?
I am.
Sartorial elegance.
I just got some pants taken up. I've got a pretty good rock and roll, you know, bluesy rock and roll sort of outfit going. But I've got I'm going to wear my hat. I'm going to dust that off.
Cool.
Oh, good. Yeah, the hat. Yes.
And yeah, hopefully it all comes together. I'm wearing comfortable clothes, but at the same time trying to look cool, if that makes sense.
Bro, you got to, because people are going to be taking shots, and that's one thing that we've learnt right through the history of rock and roll, Simon. You know, photos, you know, at a gig. You know, it's yeah, bro.
Well, I am, you know, aware of the fact that I have to set myself aside, like look like a rock star when I walk in the venue. So,
Rich wants to know: are they leather pants?
Yes.
No, I'm not wearing leather pants at this gig. Just because I have got some. I was actually going to, and then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to be comfortable. I've got some Dangerfield pants they're like a really dark purple, and they look pretty cool. They got a nice bootleg, and I'm going to wear nice boots and awesome. A cool shoe, stuff like that. Yeah,
bro. Get your girl to take a photo for us before, you know, and send us a pic so mate, come on, so we can put it out in our media. Got to do that. Want to see how hot you look, bro. It's important.
All right, well, I'll do my best to look hot for the channel. I mean, we've got to have our own clickbait, don't we? I'll work hard on that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, look. Overall, just a nice, simple, you know, I think the band will look really cool. We're going to be rocking, but more importantly, I just hope we sound good on the night. And I've been, you know, as you guys know, with my health issues and that I've experienced over the last 2 years or whatever, you know, I've been, I guess, very nervous about my voice and my right hand and things like that. So I think I've knocked that fear out a little bit, but it's still there a little bit. We'll just, you know, we'll get on stage. I might have, you know, a bit of time out before everyone walks out on stage and just take a debrief, get ready to go out and then do my best. That's all we can do. So,
fantastic. Fantastic. We've got a couple of comments there. We've got our brother John ZD351, who will be front row, I'm sure. Front row saying denim pants but leather undies.
Yes, leather.
Somewhere the leather's in there.
Yes, leather pants. Leather
undies. Professor, we've got over 10 people here. Do you want to do a shout out?
I do, yes. Just hold on, just typing. So we've got good morning, everyone. Morning, Hugh Caldwell. Hope you're feeling better. We missed you the other day on our thing. Ryan Hall. Morning, Ryan. We've got John ZD351. Morning, John. Got Greg Vanzini. Morning, Greg Vanzini.
Good evening, folks.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening, good night. Yes.
Sorry for interrupting.
That's right. Arvin, good morning, Arvin. Do that. Yes. No, back up. I think maybe that's got Jonas Halberger. Morning, Jonas. Gret Zeppelin. They were first in. So hopefully hopefully that's everyone who's made a comment. I think so. Morning all. Hope you're all good. And
Yes.
looking forward to Brad's return to the stage after. You've been playing with your 80s band, haven't you, Brad, for a while? So it should be
Yeah. I guess maybe
easing back into it.
year and a half, yeah. But I mean, it's a different animal. It's a different animal, Simon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the whole thing of fronting, singing, playing, the coordination side of it, singing and playing some of the riffs that I never thought I'd have to sing while I'm playing guitar. You know, I didn't really, recorded this stuff thinking I'm never going to play this live, and then I started to think, oh, that might be a cool idea. In something like this, it would have been cool to maybe have a second guitar player as well. But then there's also a different side of it. The trio leaves a good lot of space, I think, and it works well with this music. So,
well, that's kind of why I was asking about the stereo thing, because I do it sometimes. I don't do it all the time, but I take two combos sometimes and plug up with a stereo. Yeah, it's if you play something quite big, it's fantastic fun.
Look, it's a big guitar sound anyway. So like the stereo thing, it might be overkill. It's a big tone. Sounds like a semi-trailer coming down the road. It's big.
Brad, there's no such thing as overkill in rock and roll. Stereo is a bit. No, it isn't. It's not. It's just more, which is better, as we all know.
That is true. Yeah.
The mathematical equation is that it's more is better.
That is true. Look at it. Maybe on a bigger stage and bigger room, I might break out the two Marshalls and run stereo Simon just for you.
Two Marshalls in stereo. Come on.
Yeah, it's two Marshalls. Just crank the things. Just turn them up. Just play. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's yeah.
So I suppose, bro, the good thing from this perspective is that it's the beginning, like we were saying at the start of the show, it's the beginning of another chapter, with this band or, with the trio, new music, and who knows, all we can do, and everybody here in the chat, and anyone else who isn't here that normally hangs out with us will want this opportunity for you to be a success, and who knows what the doors are that might open, Simon, because we all know it's only one gig for a lot of bands.
Thanks, guys. Look, I'm just grateful that I'm getting the opportunity to do it. Music's is it's a blessing, to be able to get out there and play and perform. It's just an amazing thing. Like you guys do it. You guys know what it's like to get out there. It's just a little bit more of an overwhelming feeling when you're doing your own songs. You got to sing and play. I've always been in original bands and just been a guitar player. So now I'm actually stepping up front, and that's the overwhelming part.
Wow.
But look, I've been putting it off for a while because I always felt I wasn't quite ready after all my health issues and that. But like my partner said, she goes, look, just do it and do the best you can. Like the more you keep putting it off, the more you just won't end up doing it. So
you'll be fine.
So Hugh wants to know what guitars you're going to be using, bro. So because he's a dear brother of the channel, do you mind repeating?
Yeah, sure.
That he's a guitar man.
Yeah, I haven't got the guitars in my room here. I can run and get them if you want. I've got them packed away, but I'm using my white Fender Stratocaster, the one that's in the film clips and all that. Pretty much the three guitars that I recorded the EP with, I'm using live. So I've got two Les Pauls I'm using. And the only reason I'm taking three guitars, not two, is because one song, Dance on Fire, is in a different tuning, and it just might make it easier time frame wise, and I don't want to have to tune in front of people. And you know what it's like when you detune a guitar, that's in a tuning. Sometimes it takes a little bit of playing till I get it to settle. So I just figure leave that one in that open tuning, and then just have my Strat, my Les Paul to get me through the night on the songs that I've got 3 or 4 songs on a Strat, the rest are on a Les Paul. So
a Hondo and a Squire Bullet.
But maybe
all the major food groups.
Maybe time permitting, we might do a little video for the channel. Just I'll run through my gear or something before sound check or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Won't promise. We'll just see what the night is allows us to do.
Yeah, well, I'll be around, bro. Yeah.
Sure.
But we're not the focus of. Yeah, exactly, Simon. Don't focus about. Even if you just want to record something and we can upload it and discuss it and do a show like. But the most important thing, as Simon said, is you and the gig and looking after your bandmates and making sure because as we know, it's not just you that you've got to look after. It's these 2 other guys as well. You've got to provide leadership for them, Simon, which is responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've got to. I mean, I don't know about you. I like to kind of gather myself and kind of get in my own space and get myself comfortable and make sure I've got, all the guitars, get in a kind of mental, place to, to concentrate and focus on playing, and for that you need a bit of quiet and a bit of, just kind of, I mean, I could do it, it's fine. There is no problem with it, but I find I need that. And wandering off having to film something.
Well, John's going to be there as well. John ZD.
That's true.
So, look at that. That's Simon on a good night.
Yeah. So that's wandering off, being quiet and gathering your thoughts, Brad, for a gig.
Oh dear.
Yeah. That's what happens, Brad. Yeah. We don't
want that. My employees don't watch this. Oh dear.
And then you end up like this. So just so long as you don't come out, Brad, looking like this after the gig.
Who knows? I may.
My guide monster from Venus. Yes.
Who knows? I may just look like that after the show.
Look. Sorry, bro. I'm going to interrupt. I have to interrupt you. Sorry. So you're going to do the gig and you're going to have a couple of beers afterwards. You're going to celebrate.
Well, it's my birthday weekend, so like on Monday, the 12th of February is my birthday. So. We're gonna have some celebration there, and my partner's obviously got a few little surprises in store, I'm sure. But I'm feeling extremely blessed and grateful that my partner is doing all this, but also my son is able to come in and watch. So
wow.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm after that. So the venue have made an exception to let him in as long as he leaves immediately after the performance and doesn't hang around for beer festivities and stuff like that.
Have a beer with the old man.
But I'm extremely grateful that they've. I just reached out to them and said, "Look, I think I know the answer to this already, but is it okay if my 16-year-old son comes in? It's my birthday." They said, "I will make an exception for you this time." And I thought, "Wow, that's amazing." So,
morning, Johnny Heartbreaker. How you doing? Hope you're good.
Yeah.
Well, we've got people wishing you happy birthday, bro, already. So fantastic.
So it's not my birthday. I'm not old yet. I'm not my birthday yet. It's next Monday.
4 days. Funnily enough, Brad. My brother's birthday is the 12th, and his wife's birthday the 12th.
Oh, there you go. See, I bet your
many birthdays. Yeah.
I bet your brother and his wife are really cool people.
My brother's he's the younger, fitter version of me. He makes cricket bowling machines.
Yeah.
Because somebody has to.
Yeah. Now, thank you guys for the support. I mean, even before I was part of the channel, you guys were always supportive, and obviously the things I've been through in the last 3 years or whatever, it's been, you guys have really supported me. So I can't say thank you enough. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Yeah.
It's our pleasure, obviously. It's our pleasure, and we're just rapt to be part of this journey with you. And I suppose, Simon, we're gonna let him go because he has to go and get himself ready. Tune up. We'll be back on Sunday, New Zealand time, ranking the tracks, and come back and we'll give Brad 10, 15 minutes of the intro to talk about the gig, bro. So if you're going to be around, because it's birthday weekend, so are you going to be around for that show?
Yeah. I'm pretty, I haven't got anything planned, mate, so it's all good.
Okay, cool. So we'll look forward to that, Simon, then. And also the Rock Professor, before we bugger off, you're doing something too. So we may as well put a plug in for the Rock Professor.
Well, because we're very competitive on this channel, I've got a gig on Saturday night as well. Because it can't all be about Brad. That's not right. No, it's not all about you. Sometimes it's about
perfectly fine.
We're doing a little charity gig, but it'll be fine. We've been rehearsing hard, rehearsing rather than practicing. Do you have this as what you do? We have practice where we kind of sit around and mess about, and then we have rehearsals, which is like, right, the set list, play it now, play it again, kind of thing. Yeah. And there's definitely distinctions between the two. And
that's cool. I mean, I find rehearsals, like we went in last night, some of the starts and stops and things like that. Before we ran the set, we nailed them and ironed all them out, and then we just did the set. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Over a couple of little things again, and then I was like, well, let's call it a night. I think you can overcook it sometimes. Sometimes you just got to let it sit where it is.
Yeah.
No, that's right. No, it's that's exactly it. And we've been doing the same. Set it up, with like when you're actually going to play live, and then go through them, and as you say, iron out, go around again. If maybe at the end, kind of do some, do the songs. One of the songs again didn't go very well or whatever, just to work it out. But rehearsing rather than practicing. There's an interesting difference between the two. But we're all right because we've done it loads before, and we're doing a load of other people's songs. So it's just make sure we stop and start at the same time.
I think practice is what you should do on your own. Rehearsing is what you do together.
Okay.
I don't know. We have practice together just when we want to learn new songs or do something. Some workshop.
That's a bit different.
Sit around. Yeah. That's what I call practice, and then there's rehearsal, which is we got to play on Saturday. Better organise ourselves. Several weeks ago, I can say.
Yeah,
awesome.
Oh, that's a good time.
No, I had my gig yesterday, Ryan. So if you guys follow the channel on social media, I'll post some pics of what I was doing yesterday. But it's been a busy week for the channel. But seriously though,
and did you not have a new purchase this week, Mr. Walton? Was there something?
I don't have it yet to show. It's on its way though. It's on its way.
That's like a tease. That's like a tease.
I know.
Saw the photos.
But Andrew, you said you did lights and that, but did you perform as well last night?
No. So a good friend of mine, a guy called Paul Trenwith, who is a legend in the bluegrass community, runs a bluegrass club here in Hamilton, and there were 70 people, and he has some bands come through and play. And so we had a bluegrass band from North Carolina, Brad and Simon, and talking to these guys with their thick southern accents, it was just incredible.
Cool.
Just incredible. No. So these guys are guns, Brad. I couldn't even play rhythm guitar in their bluegrass songs because, these guys are guns.
Give yourself a little bit of credit, mate.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you can have a band from North Carolina come to New Zealand and do it. I presume they're doing a little tour, are they, kind of thing? As a
well, they've got
holiday.
Yeah, it's a holiday. So they've brought their
okay.
partners and wives, and they're keen fishermen, Brad and Simon, and folks in the chat. So if you love fishing, this is one of the best countries in the world to come fishing. So and because the music community, as you guys know, it's small now, so it's just a matter of just sending emails out. So, various music clubs have booked them. A couple of breweries, Brad, have booked them. And people just love live music.
Oh, that's great. That's good to hear. It's good to hear that live music's sort of still thriving, because it is. Sometimes I think. Not as thriving as it used to be. I'd love to see music like take off again, you know what I mean, and be the main source of entertainment for people.
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
So we're going to be back. Sorry, Simon.
No, I was going to say, look at us all, getting out there and doing it, which is fantastic,
Oh, love it.
I think my partner said to me. Jackie said to me that music is a gift, like if you've been given a gift, a God-given gift to perform or play, or even if it is just doing music with your friends or whatever, like it's a gift, you should be doing it, like suppressing that is not really following what your path is meant to be. So I encourage everyone to get out there and play, even if it is to a couple of people at a gig or at someone's house, or it doesn't matter what it is. Just it's a gift. You get out there and do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good advice. Good advice. And so, folks, we're going to be cruising soon. So if you are watching on a replay, I will have Brad's YouTube account here in the description for you to go and follow. If I can remind you that you can find the Rock Professor and Brad here on Instagram, it's really easy. There's Brad at Brad Cook Music on Instagram, and you'll find a lot of videos that John ZD351 was talking to you guys about in the chat, if you want to see the guitars that Brad's playing. And also the Rock Professor, easy to find, Simon Williams 33. So go and find the channel there. Brad's description for his YouTube channel will be in here. So please, again, subscribe to that. And we'll be back in a couple of days, guys.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Fantastic. Great to see everyone. And if you haven't subscribed to the Great Vanzini's channel, because he's at 940 subscribers, let's get him to 1,000. That would be good. It's one of the channel alumni is the Great Vanzini. Nice.
And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do that
too. Well, indeed, subscribe to our channel. That would be nice too.
And yeah, that's right. Go and subscribe to all our friends. It's easy. It's on the channel's banner. You'll see all our friends there. Hugh's there. Everyone is there. Hugh. Even John ZD351 is there.
Yeah, posting every millennium.
Even he's there. Are we out of here?
We are. All right, guys.
Okay,
Thanks again. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.
See you on Sunday.
All right. Okay, so today's show was brought to you, ladies and gentlemen, by this dude here.
Brad Guns Cook, yes.
It's a cool hat.
That's a cool hat.
That's the
cool
white
guitar.
Strap.
Yeah. All right. What video are we going to play? What video?
Play the video. Play us out, dudes.
Here, because it's Brad and he's playing music, we'll play this one. See you guys.
The wizard. Oh, look, it's still working.